Alright.
So, this is our stop for the U.S. Capitol building. Unfortunately, we're not allowed on the other side of the street. Segways are actually pretty regulated in the city, but the very center part of the U.S. Capitol building, as you know, that part of the building was completed in November 1799. It actually had a deadline to be completed by January 1st, 1800, where the U.S. Capitol was going to be relocated back to Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where it was located prior to D.C. They completed it with a couple weeks to spare, so government efficiency at its finest, even in the late 1700s. Fast forward to now, you can see all of the additions to the U.S. Capitol building. The left side of the building is the Senate. The right side is the House of Representatives. You can see flagpoles on both sides, on the right and the left. An American flag on either side, respectively, if either the House or the Senate were in session. It being Good Friday, they're actually on their Easter break, so neither the House or the Senate is in session. I've been giving these tours for about a year now, and that being said, I've probably only seen the American flag fly on both sides at the same time, maybe like 8 or 9 times. The dome was placed on top of the Capitol building in 1863, so it's actually not the original dome that was on top of the Capitol building. It's made of cast iron. Depending on the last time that you were in DC, or you might have seen pictures of it, the dome was actually covered in scaffolding to the very top of it. It was under a 2-year renovation project from the summer of 2014 up until about September of this past year. The dome is made of cast iron, and cast iron in extreme weather conditions, extreme heat, it expands, extreme cold, it contrasts. So after about 150 years of expanding and contrasting, it had formed thousands of cracks within the dome. So they were actually, it was almost to a point of disrepair. So they went in and were filling in the cracks and repainting it to make it, safe for the next 150 years. Lastly, the statue on top of the dome is known as the Statue of Freedom. The Statue of Freedom stands at 19.5 feet tall. There's actually a rule that no statue in DC can stand taller than 19.5 feet tall, so no statue can stand taller than freedom. That rule's actually been, depending on how you look at certain statues. A lot of equestrian statues in the city actually stand taller than 19.5 feet tall. But they claim that that's okay because it's not the man on the horse that's taller than 19.5 feet tall, but the horse that makes him taller than that way. So there's a loophole for everything in the city. But yeah.
It's a lump.
This is a good opportunity for photos on the segways. I'd be more than happy to take them. There are also other good opportunities as well, so you don't have to worry about this crowd of people or these cars. Yep. So come just that way, just a little bit.
Yeah. Come next to.
I'm gonna wait until that bus gets out of the way, and then I'll take one of those. That bus is like not. It'll leave in a second. Okay, she's just going. Right. Alright.
Sounds cute.
1, 2, and 3.
Thank you.
Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, collaborate.